All right, now I'm gonna give you a warning. Before listening to this, you might want to go and get a sweatband. This should be illegal in 12 countries and banned from the radio.
Beats craze.
Yeah, you know I'm strapped. I'm wearing a gun to dinner. A gun to dinner. Wearing a gun to dinner. You know I'm strapped. I'm wearing a gun. Five-star restaurants, five-star ratings. Face beef, fresh beef get served, tasty. Shady make lamb chops, lamb from the can tops. Servers rush my orders, goddamn that's hot. You'll get your man pop, talking all reckless. Diamonds on my necklace. 45, baby, that's your scalp. If I miss, I still hit your neck. Gunfire, better hit the deck. You getting served and you get the check. Hollow points and tips are giving night. Fry your ass at your burger spot. Both coats hit the bullseye. Reaching in coast, pulling off thighs. Killing the room, surprise, surprise. Knock it inside and she dies, she dies. Hawk you in desert storm. Keep an eagle fly, birdie fly. Out of breath on my own mind. What's for dessert to the whole like pie. Shout out Houton, y'all my guy.
Yeah, you know I'm strapped. Wear my gun for dinner. Wear my gun for dinner. Wear my gun for dinner. Yeah, you know I'm strapped. Wear my gun for dinner. Wear my gun for dinner. Wear my gun for dinner. Thinking nines, splitting minds. Potato silence for the violence. Make a mash on that ass. Make the maid close the blinds. Pull a fast psychopath. Spill the gravy as a laugh. Banana clip, clear the path. Give them babies bloody bath. Get cannon for the savage. Take a salad after madness. Invade the fucking palace. Give a malice, play a ballad. 100 rounds, spitting rapid. How it happened? No napping, no itis. Hair trigger, yeah nigga, call it Midas. Golden touch, but it's righteous. Double fudge on the ice pick. What the fuck? Yeah, I like it. Pressure luck, young buck. Venison, serve 'em up. Get it in, shots buck, bring a friend, potluck, thick or thin, you struck, fried chicken served up, get a witness for a dessert, there's what go put it work, no sequel, wish squirt, that my baby, so I flirt, eat a peaches, lick a clip, keep my bitches by my hip, no crackers, don't trip, yummy tummy, drum clip, make a flip, like the words from my lip, what I cook is an art, beat his kidneys, make them fart, close the scene when I pop tart, put it holes in your shopping cart, blue like special Walmart, Lord be with you, hold
yeah, you know I'm strapped. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. Wearing my gun for dinner. Wearing my gun for dinner. Yeah, you know I'm strapped. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. Wearing my gun for dinner. Yeah, you know I'm strapped. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. Yeah, you know I'm strapped. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. I'm wearing my gun for dinner. I'm wearing my gun for dinner.
You tell Miss Laura goodbye.
Do what now?
I said tell Miss Laura goodbye.
Bye, Miss Laura.
Don't you know I
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Israel. YAHANNA, YAHANNA, Officer 50 Support, Yalabun, Yahweh, Yasharala, representing the I.S.U.P.K. under the Command of General YAHANNA. Coming to you straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And today is the Thursday Brotherhood class. And what we're about to go over today, ladies and gentlemen, are those lovely Brotherhood scriptures that we all need to put in our utility belts. That way we can destroy Christianity wherever we go. And these are the scriptures that you are going to need to fight those battles. These are those scriptures you're going to need to learn how to have true brotherhood amongst your brothers, true sisterhood amongst your sisters, for you to understand what brotherhood is and for you to explain what it means to be a brother and how to be a brother. You know what I'm saying? So if you got them with you, Get your pencils and papers ready. We're going to start off with 1 John chapter 4, verse 20 and 21. So let's see, that's going to be 1 John chapter 4, verses 20 and 21. You got it for me?
Yeah, sir.
Go ahead.
It's the book of John, 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hated his brother,
Hold on. If a man say, I love God, and hated his brother, if your pastor say he loves God and don't want to see your brothers in his church if they ain't got no money. If you sitting there say, I love God, and you passing that brother up that's begging for change on the corner and look down on him and don't show him no love, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Khan, he is a liar.
You're lying, man. We can't love God if we don't love each other, man. You can't love God if you don't care about your people, man. If you not caring about the brokest, the lowliest, the dirtiest, the sickest of your people, man. If you walking around here and you don't have love for dope fiend Gene, that been in the project smoking crack 20, 30 years, and you keep selling it to her, there is no way you love God if you selling dope fiend Gene crack. You understand what I'm saying? Right. There is no way you love God if you selling your homeboy weed. You can't love God if you sitting there smoking the weed with your homie. Because believe it or not, smoking weed with your homie is not you loving him and him loving you. You're sitting there killing each other, man. And if you're doing that, you do not love God. Here in I.S.U.P.K. under the command of General YAHANNA, we definitely love God. Because if I catch one of y'all with a blunt in your mouth, I'm slapping it out of there, man. Right. It's going to be sparks flying everywhere. And I'm going to look at you in your eye and say, what's wrong with you, brother? You want to die? I don't want you dead, brother. I need you standing here with me. We got a lot to do. And I pray that if any of you brothers see me doing something stupid like that, let the sparks fly. Because then if you don't, guess what? You don't love me, and you don't love God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's give me some more.
Khan, for he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?
You know, I could tell you, I could tell you that my little brother right there, YAHANNA, love me. That's right. He is always doing his best to correct me. Always. And you know what? I chop it up with him because I know he love me. And I know he want me to be perfect. So I got to argue with the nigga. Nah, man, he's blah, 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 blah. We have arguments about me being perfect. But that's my brother. You understand what I'm saying? And he loved the Lord. So this is saying, how you gonna love your brother that's sitting right there in bondage with you? And now you saying you love God and you ain't seen God not a day in your life. You got a brother sitting there right next to you, going through all the problems and troubles and all the pain of living in this oppressor's world, and you don't love him, how can you love the Lord that ain't going through nothing with you? That you ain't seen. You ain't seen him lose a job. You seen your brother sitting right next to you lose a job. You see that he in the same thing with you, man. And you don't love him, but you say you love the Most High. That ain't went through nothing with you. That's not sitting right there next to you, working on some assembly line or in some other horrible slavery that niggas are forced to do in this world. Some other horrible slavery that Hispanics are forced to do in this world. And you got beef with this man. And y'all both working in McDonald's kitchen. Have you ever worked in McDonald's kitchen? That is slavery, man. You burn your fingers all day on the damn bread toasting thing. They make it to where you gotta have like the skills of a ninja to use the damn machine without burning yourself. It's hot. Nothing but beeps and bings going off for all kind of different things. It's horrible. And people want to complain because McDonald's employees now want to make a dub an hour. They deserve it. They work in some horrible conditions, man. Their job is not easy. For the ones that own McDonald's to just be sitting there in the lap of luxury and AC making all the money and paying them crumbs. Maybe if McDonald's can't pay them brothers and sisters, they might need to close. If those owners are that greedy to where they can't take a little pay cut to spread it around nice and smooth and natural so those brothers and sisters can have some sort of life other than just being slaves, got to go work at McDonald's, then got to go get this second job because, you know, you got to have 3 jobs in order to make $21 an hour because all 3 jobs only pay 7. 7 times 3, 21. You got to have 3 of them, and your rent, the least you can make to actually afford your rent is $30 an hour. So now you're working 3 jobs just to be able to afford and sustain your rent, and you can't even do it. You're still not making enough to sustain a life. And they trying to say that welfare is for us. Welfare is for the old. No, man. Welfare is for the rich. So the poor won't uprise and kill them. That's why there's welfare and food stamps. So the rich can keep paying you $7 an hour and you won't uprise and take everything they got. Because old man, ain't nothing more ornery than a man with a family that's hungry. They try to act like welfare for us, just for black people, like we the only ones getting it. No, we the only ones at the bottom getting stepped on with these bullshit ass jobs, man. With the bullshit ass way that this country is ran. We're at the bottom of all of it. That's why they don't care about what happens at the bottom. They don't care about the sorry schooling. They don't care about the unfair jobs, and they don't care about none of that because it affects us mostly. They don't care about the messed up medical shit. They don't care about none of it because it's just us, the blacks, Latinos, and the Hispanics sitting here dying. And these niggas will go to work the next day and look a white boy in his face and call him brother. And be mad at a brother when he step on his shoes in the club. We are sick people, man. Junior YAHANNA and I'm in the prison prophets, though, we got that pill, man. We got that penicillin. And we the only ones that got the medicine that'll fix our people, man. And one of those main medicines is brotherhood. Do verse 21, brothers, please.
Come, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
If you love God, you must love blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics also. We are the people that God loves. You can't love God without loving his people. It's very, very important, man, that we learn to love each other, man, and we learn how to be right with each other. Because all we got is us, man. That's all we got. Asians get a little flack. They say stop Asian hate. They don't even say nothing back. We say Black Lives Matter. They say all lives matter. Blue lives matter. The Asians say stop Asian hate. You don't hear say stop all hate. You don't hear that. Stop blue hate. Where is that? But you know what they do get? They get a bill signed to help them out. Where's our bill at? And we got the cracker in office. We put him in office. Them Asians voted for Trump, if they voted. Maybe blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics need to stop voting. Maybe we need to stop voting and just love each other the way the Lord says. Why don't you stop voting and start loving your brother? And stop playing this Caucasian man's game, this devil's game, this man that hates you. He got you strung up, got you brainwashed, that took everything from you, and he got you so fooled that you think when he give you a $1,200 stimulus check, he love you. When he done took everything from you. You ain't got no farms no more. Black, all we used to have was farms, YAHANNA. Because that's the first thing we bought when we came out of slavery, was farms. And put our families on farms and started growing food because we were the farmers. But the white man couldn't even let us have that, brother. Through the last 100 years, all he's been doing through his bank loans and everything, every other little tiny thing that he can do, was steadily dwindling the farms from us and putting it in his own sticky, shrimp-smelling, disgusting, musty, wet hands. And now, Joe Biden called himself signing something to help the black farmers, and they saying it's racist. He's signing something just to help people because of the color of their skin. Well, you destroy people, America, because of the color of their skin. And then when we get a little crumb, you're mad because it's just for us. When your destruction and death and suffering is just for us. That's why we got to have brotherhood, YAHANNA. Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. Because what does the UPK teach? Brotherhood is a what?
Weapon.
Brotherhood is a weapon, man. It's a weapon. It's a big, old, shiny, sharp sword that we need to wield through America. It's the only weapon we got other than the word and God's love. But this is a mighty weapon, man, that we don't know how to wield because we've been grinded down to dust through slavery and oppression and drugs and all kind of other trickery from this demon, man, from this devil. Go ahead with it. Come on with it, bro.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Listen here, man. Y'all can walk throughout this earth beefing with each other all you want. Bloods and Crips, they angry with each other without cause. Y'all mad at each other over this white man dope and your oppressor streets. That's what y'all mad at each other for. So you get judgment. You understand what them judgments are? The judgments are drive-by shootings. Because you mad at your brother for nothing. The judgments are homicides, or it's rape, it's overdosing. Because y'all angry with each other for no cause and you just hate each other. So every day and every night, brothers die in the streets, man. Those brothers that killing each other in Chicago and all that, it's because they're angry with each other for no reason. Oh, you live over there. I hate you. Prow, 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 prow. Ain't no reason. So they die. And they keep dying. This thing that happened over in Austin. 2 young brothers just mad at each other. And just start shooting. Like 12, 13 people got hurt, man. Because these 2 little youngsters mad at each other for nothing. They're middle schoolers. Just went to high school. Kids, man, children. Shooting up Austin. Because they mad at each other for nothing. And we are the children of God, so there's judgment. You understand what I'm saying? Give me some more.
And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council.
Rakah is like, let's see what this, let me try to explain what this means. Rakah is like saying empty-headed or something like that. Basically what this is saying, don't be talking about your brothers. You understand? Don't be, I'm not supposed to go to YAHANNA and be like talking bad about Officer Ram. Man, Officer Ram got some big ass feet, YAHANNA. You ever seen his feet? The way it's slapping pop on the ground every time you're not supposed to do that. Now it's different if Israelites like to play the dozens. That's what we do. That's how we get along with each other. YAHANNA, if I'm gonna talk bad about YAHANNA gonna be standing right there, snapping right back at me. You understand what I'm saying? Joking and kidding around with my brother because that's what brothers do. But what I'm not gonna do is go back behind YAHANNA and say YAHANNA feet smell like corn dogs. I'm not gonna do nothing like that. You understand what I'm saying? Don't go behind your brother back talking shit about him. If you're gonna talk shit about your brother, play the dozens with him and talk shit about him in his face. Where we all can laugh and cut up and have a good time because we brothers. You know what I'm saying? But don't go behind his back and talk about him because you're destroying him. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be a bitch. Don't be messy. And go talk bad about your brother behind his back, man. We don't do that. And if anybody does it, they shall be in danger of counsel. What that mean? If I come to you and I'm talking bad about YAHANNA behind his back, what that mean? What does it mean for me to be in danger in counsel?
So like, sir, judgment.
What you need to do is you need to take me face to face, pull me off in the office over there. Hey man, I don't appreciate you talking bad about YAHANNA like that. I don't want to hear that. You know, don't talk about him like that. And if I don't say nothing more, if I say anything more than Salakia, my bad, I was tripping talking about my brother like that. If I say anything more than that, counsel. You understand? You grab me and you take me to Captain Yada. So I can have counsel and I can be corrected on what I'm doing because I'm not loving him the correct way. That's what that means by in danger of counsel. Go ahead.
Khan. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hell fire.
If I'm looking at YAHANNA and I'm thinking bad about him all the time, you this fool. Look at him. And I just got a bad taste about it. Just ugly to the brother. Just don't like him. When that day come and the nuclear bombs hit, the king gonna leave me right here to cook. Because I didn't love my brother. See what I'm saying? Be a brother. Don't be a whole ass nigga. Right. It's simple as that. It's as simple as that, man. Let's look at the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 21.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, and verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times?
This Peter walking up to the king, man. Peter asking the king, Lord, how much shall I let my brother sin against me? How many times should I let my brother do? How many times should I let my brother be a bitch? How many times should I let my brother do some whole shit against me? You know what I'm saying? This is what Peter's asking the Lord. Now check what the Lord answered him. Go ahead, brother, verse 22.
Verse 22. Yahawashi saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Until 70 times 7, man. I don't even feel like doing the math. Forgive your brother, man. Forgive your brother. We all people. We all gonna do so. I'm gonna do something you don't like. You gonna do something I don't like. Right? check that brother on it. Tell him about himself. You know what I'm saying? If he don't receive you, you take him to counsel. But once it's all over, forgive him. That's the cure to black on black crime right there. Us forgiving each other. But us, a brother step on your white Air Force Ones in the club, you gonna remember that brother face and hate him forever. The white Air Force Ones gonna been handed down to your little cousin, and you still gonna hate that brother for stepping on those Air Force Ones. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas the white man step all on your neck all day, all night. The white man put his knee in a brother's neck until he died. And America, brothers in America, just about done forgave him for it. You hardly hear anything about it anymore. But they all remember that brother that stepped on the Air Force Ones. You understand what I'm saying? Forgive each other, man. 7 times 70. Keep forgiving. Forgive your brother till it hurt. Now, if this brother keep on doing things to you and keep messing you over, I'm not saying continue putting yourself in a predicament where you can be messed over. Forgive that brother, but if he keep borrowing money from you and not paying you back, maybe you shouldn't loan him any more money. Nah, bro, we cool, but you know, I don't loan out money, man. People don't. It's too hard to get it back. Nah, I ain't mad at you. Don't worry about it, man. I know you probably needed it, but I don't have any more money to loan you. You understand? I have a daughter that would borrow money from me, and she would never pay it back. I'm talking about money. So the last one was a small loan, but I'm like, baby, you juicing me. Look. She had her little boyfriend and stuff. This was when I was in the world. So what I said was like, here's this $125. You can't borrow another dime from me until you pay me back this $125. You pay it back, and then y'all can borrow more money. Guess what they did? They stopped talking to me. Well, damn, baby, you ain't have to stop talking to me. You ain't have to get mad at me. I don't have money to support you and your boyfriend. I don't. I have money to support you, but when you got with him, that took me out of the equation. I don't know what he thought. I don't know if he thought I was going to support him too. You understand what I'm saying? You should support yourselves. Now, if you pay me the $125 back, I'll loan you more money. But I can't be a fool. I can forgive all of the other money I gave you, but I'm not going to be a fool and keep giving you money. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody keep doing things to you and taking advantage of your forgiveness, forgive them. Forgive them again. Keep forgiving them till it hurts, but don't put yourself back in a position to where you can be taken advantage of by the person again. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you to be dumb. Where were we? Okay, let's go to Matthew 25 and 40.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
You have to understand, man. This is for rich people. This is for the rich of Israel. You may feel as if you've escaped the curses because you got your little nice house. You got your little Charger in your yard. You got your little SUV. You got your little good job. You walk around here bougie. You understand? You may feel like you've escaped these curses. But what's done to the least of us, what's done to that poorest man that's sitting there under that bridge begging for change, what's done to him is done to you. Because we are the same people, brothers and sisters, we are all tied to each other. When your oppressors look at that poor broke brother that's washing windows for change, and that oppressor look at you, that's sitting there, you know, you got your good little bank job or your good little operator job or something at the plant, or you know what I'm saying, you doing your little thing. When he look at that broke brother and he look at you, he see the same thing. A nigga. What's done to that broke brother is done to you, rich brother. What they do to YAHANNA, they do to me. You understand what I'm saying? We are all interconnected, one bloodline, one family, man. And you can't escape it, man. What's done to the lowliest one is done to the richest one, man. The rich Israel might run away and think they got into a different wage bracket or whatever, income bracket or whatever. But you still a nigga, man. You get caught, you done move to that white neighborhood. You think you smart and you done move to that white neighborhood. Walk around that white neighborhood at night with your dark skin. See what happened. See if the police don't get called on you. See if you're not walking around in danger. See if even if you bought that house in that nice neighborhood, see if that neighborhood is for you. Because they see you the same way they see us. Niggas. Can't escape it. What's done to the bottom is done to everybody. What's done to me is done to YAHANNA. What's done to YAHANNA is done to me. We need to have brotherhood, man. We need to be amongst ourselves. We need to love each other, man, so we can battle some of these devices that's set in this world against us.
Right. That's right.
Let's see what else I got. Let's go to Luke 6 and 31. In this book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, and verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
And that's the key. Don't do nothing to a brother that you wouldn't want him to do to you. Right? If you don't want a brother trying to holler at your old lady, don't holler at his old lady. If you don't want a brother talking over your food, don't talk over nobody's food, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't want a brother bumping into you and not saying excuse me, then you don't do it either. Right? And once we teach this to all brothers and sisters, all the tribes, North America, all the Native Americans and the Latinos and the blacks, once we teach this simple rule to everybody, just think of how amazing it'll be. If you just don't treat your brothers and sisters the way you don't want to be treated. You treat them good the way you want to be treated good. You understand what I'm saying? Treat each other good, man. Be respectable amongst each other. That's why in this place we always say yes, sir, no, sir. Con out of one, con, the water, thank you, Baba Kashai, excuse me, I appreciate it. Brother, you the greatest. No, 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 brother, you the greatest. Well, we the greatest. That's UPK. That's how we need to treat each other, man. Build each other up instead of breaking each other down. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll be walking on streets of gold. Maybe one day this oppressor will be off of us. You understand what I'm saying? Do 32.
Come, verse 32. For if ye love them which love you, what thank have ye? For sinners also love those that love them.
Do 33 too.
Come, verse 33. And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what thank have ye? For sinners also do even the same.
You gotta love every one of your brothers and sisters, even the bad ones. You understand? Because if you only love the good ones, the ones that give love to you, the ones that's showing you love all the time and shit, what good are you than a sinner? Because a sinner even loves the ones that love him. Under Christ, our job is to be better than sinners. You understand what I'm saying? We have to be better than the earth. Simple as that. Because anybody can love somebody that love them. It's hard to go out there like we do and spit the truth to people that hate us. You understand what I'm saying? When we out there teaching, the flag that we get the most is from blacks, natives, and Hispanics. And we still love them because we're still sitting here in this building for them. Right. We're still sitting in here passing out food for them, building up a pantry for if they need food, we can give it to them. even though they hate us. That's being Christly. That's following Christ's orders. That's being better than the sinner. That's UPK.
Right.
Let's go to Mark 12 and 31. Loving the people that hates you, man. Loving the people that feel like you the wrongest thing on earth when you put their enemy on their knees and you make their enemy kiss your boot. They love that enemy more than they love you. And everything you do, crazy ass cat, and everything you do is for them. You got the enemy kissing your boot, not because you want him kissing your boot, because you want to show them the power of their God, because they don't believe it. They believe in the power of their enemy's God. They don't even want to meet their God. They don't even realize is that we're pulling out a scripture and we're reading a scripture to their enemy. And the words of that scripture is what makes them kiss the boots. The Lord makes them kiss the boots, man. Because something deep down inside that devil, he knows that things are wrong. He knows and feels the oppression and the destruction and death that his people has dealt our people. And something in that particular devil, he understands the power of this, the power of the scriptures. And he knows the only way out from his future, the only slim, next to nothing chance he has is the same chance as that white woman that threw her body, herself down to Jesus, and Jesus called her and her people a dog. His only chance is to show humility and get down his hands and knees and kiss the boots of the people that his ancestors have destroyed and continue destroying till this day. That's his only way of, of getting the utterance of mercy. You understand what I'm saying? When we read them scriptures, that devil feels that. And he understands what he got to do. And he'll do it. You see what I'm saying? It ain't us making them kiss no boots. We ain't going out there and strong-arming nobody and making them kneel and punching them in the stomach and making them get on their knees and kiss some boots. We reading the Bible and they kissing boots. The Lord is making them kiss boots. You understand what I'm saying? Where was I?
Mark 12, 31.
31, go ahead.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 31. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these.
Now, when it's talking about, when it says neighbor, it means your people, man.
Right.
That's your neighbor. You understand? Back when Christ was walking the earth, back then, your neighbor was your people. Right. When you open your door and look at the door next to you, it was a nigga standing there. Wasn't no white man standing there. You understand what I'm saying? Your neighbor is your people. You're supposed to love your brother the same way you love yourself. That's the cure to black on black crime right there. That love. Loving your brother the way you love yourself. You want to see yourself do good? You should want to see your brother do good. See what I'm saying? It's as simple as that, man. John chapter 13, verse 34. I mean, that's just, it can't get no more simpler than that. Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 13, and verse 34. And a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I...
Say out of one. You can come sit in for me for a second. All right, where we at?
The book of John, chapter 13, and verse 34.
All right, go ahead.
And will come. Verse 34. And a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
All right. Slide. Throw out, sir. And that's it. It's John 13 and 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love each other, one another. All right, read 35.
And I will come. Verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love to one another.
Read 35 one more time.
And I will come. Verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
See how my big brother just got up and walked up here and sat in for me? It wasn't no problem. It wasn't no sweat. It wasn't, he ain't smack his teeth. He ain't do nothing. The brother just came up here because he got love for me. Have you ever seen, y'all troopers, have you ever seen a place with more love for brothers than where we at? Right here, I.S.U.P.K. Houston, man. I have, let them say it on the mic.
La'a Arwan.
The water. I have never seen brothers love each other more than in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA. When I got sick and I was in the hospital, my phone was ringing like crazy. You understand? And I didn't believe I had the attachment that I had to these brothers in that day. When I got out the hospital and we had the barbecue, brothers from all over that I have never met before was asking me if I was all right and how I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Please read that verse for me again.
Come, verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
That's how I know I'm in the right spot. You understand? Because I can see the love that brothers have for each other in this place. I was going through some shit with my brother. Captain Isupk stayed up with me for damn near 2 days on the phone. Suffering, going through it with me, man. You understand what I'm saying? Any brother I call at any time, if I'm going through anything, they have an ear for me. And they go break their neck to do whatever it is they can to help heal my problem. So guess what I do? Anytime a brother has a problem and I can help him with it, I do the best I can, brother. You understand what I'm saying? And that's UPK one-on-one, man. That's what these brotherhood scriptures is all about, man. Us being here taking care of each other. And you know what? That's how you know that this place right here that we are at, I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA, started in 1969, man. 1 West 125th Street is where the Lord dwells.
Right.
Is where the truth resides. Right. Because you can see the brotherhood. You can see that these brothers love each other, man, and will kill and die for each other. We'll do it. I pray that you understand, man. I pray y'all understand where y'all at. The home of the truth, man. I pray you understand when you walk through these doors and you put on all black and you came stood side by side by these warrior priests, you entered into a brotherhood, man. When you stood up and they gave you that name and they poured that oil on your head, that's a blood oath, man. Into a brotherhood. It's like no other because it's under our king, man. Right. And we love each other, bro. Straight up. And I will kill or die for anybody rocking that UPK. Because that's my brothers.
Right.
And with that, no, I got one more. Let's go to John 15. John 15 and 12.
Khan, it's the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
You hear that? Now give me 13.
Khan, verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Ain't no greater love than that, Yahawanan. That you be willing to lay down your life for your friends. And this ain't talking about getting shot in the forehead or in the chest or none of that. This ain't talking about necessarily talking about that lay down your life. This is talking about putting away that old man. Drowning that old thing that was in you in the water. Just holding his head under the water till he died. What's the water? In the UPK, what is water, man?
The truth?
The truth. Holding that old man head down under the truth, under these laws, statutes, and commandments, until that old man that you was is dead. Right. Lay down that life for your brothers. Stop smoking weed. Stop eating crab, lobster, shrimp. Stop messing with hoes. Stop being a bitch nigga. And be a real nigga and love your brothers, man.
Right.
Put your all black on, put your boots on, get in line. Become a warrior, man. And get in these streets with the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA and come save your people.
Right.
Lay down that old life, man, if you love your people. Kill that nigga you used to be. That bastard. That dirty, that nasty, that disgusting. He ain't have no code of honor. He was a drug dealer. He was a whoremonger. He would do anything. Kill him. Lay down that life for your brothers, man. The same way Christ laid down his life for his brothers. Christ probably wanted a wife. You think Christ ain't want to get married deep down inside of him? Christ probably wanted some gold chains, a brand new chariot on dubs. But he laid all that down. He laid down what he wanted for his brothers, man. And that's what he calling us to do. And God damn it, we doing it right here. I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, man. We do it every day. And with that, pass the class over to my man YAHANNA. Go ahead, YAHANNA. Turn on.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We got the I.S.U.P.K. Start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or a teacher, priest. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Feast of First Fruits starts after the Sabbath of unleavened bread. Sundown, May 2nd, 2021. Count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day. Sunday, June 20th, 2021. Starts before sundown. Leviticus 23 and 10 through 22. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And those are the security announcements. Separate announcement. Brothers and sisters, Google search the school and request directions prior to departure to the school. Once arrived, click the website button. If you have pictures, you can upload them here. And that concludes the announcement.